JennaWithDIY.com. Today I'm going to make a dairy-free pumpkin pie that your entire family will love. When you're very new to a food allergy or food restriction, sometimes you can end up making something that is terrible and no one will touch it. And that's what happened to me one year at Thanksgiving when I made a cashew-based cheesecake, and it was sweetened with only maple syrup and dates and had all these interesting things in it. My brother-in-law, who loves dessert, ate about 2 bites and wouldn't touch it. Nobody else, they took a bite and it was done. So I learned my lesson in that I don't want to make multiple desserts, so I've got to make something that's dairy-free that everyone is going to enjoy, and this pie is definitely going to fit that bill. So my favorite alternative for making dishes creamy is full-fat coconut milk. And it's not the coconut milk that you drink like in the refrigerated section. This is what it looks like. So the thing is, this will separate, the fats will come up to the top and the liquid's down at the bottom. So when you first get the can, you want to shake it really good. So here's what it looks like when you first open it, but it's still got some solid pieces in it. So before I use it in a recipe, I pour it into another container, a little bit bigger, and I whisk it just to make sure that all the little bits are incorporated. Now it will become fully liquid when it's heated. Those little bits will incorporate in. Okay, for this pumpkin pie, you start with 1 can of pumpkin. Then it's a 15-ounce can. And then you're whisking in 1.5 cups full-fat coconut milk. For 12 ounces. And we're going to add in 2 large eggs. And honestly, when you're baking, it's a better idea to crack your eggs over another bowl so you can get shells out. Because shells happen. Now you can do this with a hand mixer if you like. So for me, there's just one more piece of equipment I gotta get out and get cleaned back up. Okay, then you add 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Add more to your liking. Two teaspoons pumpkin pie spice. Now, this is where you can, add your own spice based on what you like in your pie more. You just add cinnamon and nutmeg or whatever you like. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1 teaspoon vanilla. And there you go. Easy, easy, easy. Made even easier by the fact that this year I am using a pre-made pie crust. You just got to know where your strengths lie. I have not been able to consistently make a good pie crust. And so this year I'm using the ones from the refrigerated section, which are in fact dairy-free as well. So when you use these, I roll them out a little bit because this end always ends up being thicker. Place the pie dough in your pan. Now here is some debate. Sometimes when you have a filled pie like this, you pre-bake the crust. Some cooks do. I don't. Okay, so when I'm doing this, I just pinch the sides like this, all the way around. I'm pretty sure my mom bakes hers I'd have to ask her. Okay, now you add in your filling. Okay, we're gonna bake this for 15 minutes at 425, and then we're gonna turn it down to 350 and bake it for 35 to 40 minutes more until you put a knife like right here in the pie, and you want it to come out mostly clean, and then you'll know it's done. In case you want to make your pie a little extra fancy, I'm going to show you how to make those leaves that you put on top out of extra pie crust. We're just going to cut it out, we're going to brush them with a little bit of egg wash, and we're going to bake them off, and then we put them on after the pie is already done. Like I lay them on the top, not while the pie is baking, else they sink. So that's why we wait and do them afterwards. Okay, so take your extra pie dough that you have. Obviously I just have another one, but you can just do it with scraps would be fine. So just take a sharp little paring knife, and we're going to make our design in here. And you can, if you have a cookie cutter, that'd be great, but I don't happen to have any. So you're just going to make some simple leaf designs. Skinny football. And then make a leaf vein down the middle. A couple little cuts there. You can make them look however you want. Do them. And brush them with a little egg wash for color. You want to make sure when you're making your cuts in them that you are doing them deep enough that they, when the pie crust floofs up a little bit, they won't be lost. Okay, now put them in the oven while the pie is baking for about 10 minutes, and just keep an eye on them until they're nice and crispy brown. The last time I made something, I got in trouble from one of the readers for not showing the finished product. She wanted to see me actually pull apart the pull-apart bread. So, this is for you, Michelle. Move that leaf over. Okay, once you got your pie ready, don't forget the whipped topping. This is from Reddi-wip. It's a non-dairy coconut milk. They also have an almond milk one. And there are some whipped toppings that you can find in the freezer section that are dairy-free as well, but you gotta read on each of them. Oh man, that is creamy. The spices are awesome. That's delicious. So I cut this pie when it was a little bit warm so I could get this video finished. But really, you want to let it cool in the refrigerator or cool out on the counter before you serve it. I actually like pumpkin pie better the next day. So this is one that I would say make the day ahead. Keep it in the refrigerator overnight and then serve it the next day with your whipped cream. I'm Emily from Fearless DIY. Thanks for stopping by. And if you like the videos, please click the subscribe button. Thanks so much.